Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dandvatitam Gaganasadarsham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Triguna Sadgurum Tam. So we have gathered again this year for Shivaratri. There are many reasons why Shivaratri is celebrated, and night vigils are kept. People fast during the day. Now this is a very important day in the year. Actually every 14 days after the full moon, it's supposed to be an important day. But when it occurs in the month of Magha, then it is celebrated as Shivaratri. It comes every 14 days actually. 14th day of a month. Now, the concept here is the concept of Shiva. And the night one sits on a vigil to show that the yogi, Shiva is the symbol of Mahayogi. Even in our parampara, in the Nath parampara, the first guru is supposed to be, the first teacher is supposed to be Adinath. And Adinath is none other than Shiva. Shiva and Adinath are indistinguishable. So, since Shiva is considered to be the Mahayogi, and since yogis, according to the description of Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, are those who stay awake when others sleep and sleep when others are awake. Therefore, Shiva, who is considered to be the Mahayogi, who is Adinath, who is considered to be the source of all the Nath parampara. Of course, when you say Nath parampara, it means all the yogi parampara. He is one of the most ancient order from where the practice of yoga has come. So therefore, people sit at night and meditate and try to go deep within oneself to show that what is night to the ordinary man is day to the yogi, and what is day to the ordinary person is night to the yogi. Which means, what one would naturally and normally be attracted to in this world is not very attractive to the yogi. And what you are not attracted to, or we are not, that is very attractive to the yogi. Our attraction is usually the outward world. The yogi's attraction is to the inner world. So therefore this night is shown as a symbol of turning inward. You know how Shiva is represented? Shiva is represented with 3 eyes. 2 like us, and 3rd which normally we do not have. So when Shiva meditates, he closes these 2 eyes. People always ask, if Shiva is God, why is he meditating? So what is he meditating upon? Which means even when you have a concept of Shiva as Shankara, to meditate upon the inner core, one has to shut one's eyes and go inward. Instead of, it's a representation, it's a symbol of going inward than outward. Therefore, when Shiva meditates with his eyes closed, the 3rd eye opens, which is called the eye of knowledge, the eye of understanding. It's not any organ situated in here. You cannot open the 3rd eye with a screwdriver. You can only open it through unfoldment of inner wisdom. That is the 3rd eye. So Shiva represents that. And Shivam in Sanskrit also means auspiciousness and bliss. It can also be used as a substitute for Ananda, which we all seek. And therefore, Adinath is considered to be no other than Shiva, who taught the path of the practice of yoga so that one may turn inward and find the source of one's being, the source of all happiness, and the source of all knowledge. This is the concept of Shivaratri. Now you look at the idea of Shiva, how beautifully it has been created. Most of the other gods and goddesses require a lot of paraphernalia to be worshipped. Look at Mahavishnu, you need all paraphernalia. But you have a concept of Shivam, Shiva, who has a tiger skin or a deer skin which is found in the forest, smears his body with ashes, has matted hair because he cannot be expected to have a dip every day. He doesn't need to have a dip. Don't follow that example. It's good for us to have a dip. Shiva need not have a dip because a Ganga is supposed to descend from his head. Now, this concept of Shiva, who sits cross-legged like a yogi, either in Siddhasana or in Padmasana, has a crescent moon on his head. Crescent moon is a symbol of Shakti. You'll see it in Durga, in Kali. Everywhere there will be, the Navadurgas all have a crescent. Now crescent is also the last digit of the moon, either when it is going off or when it is coming back, the crescent. And therefore it is considered to be the 16th letter of the 16-lettered Shri Vidya, that little moon, the crescent moon. It's an ancient symbol. Now this crescent moon is a symbol of Shakti, and moon is also called as Soma. Therefore, Shiva is called Soma Shekhara, one who keeps or collects or retains Soma. Now Soma has two meanings. One is the moon, as the physical moon. The other is that the imagination is always associated with the moon. And the moon in Greek is called Luna. Therefore, when you are going close to Shiva, you become more and more lunatic. In the sense that your reason is not the ordinary sanity that we normally have, but something is slightly turned off. In this world of inner exploration, you can't stick to 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. You have to go a little off the tangent. It may be 6 or 5 or 8, which is not Newtonian mathematics. Maybe quantum, but not Newtonian. So this movement, and also you see some holy men behave like they're mad. Because you think they're mad, they think you're mad. So this connection with Luna, Soma is also called moon. Soma is also that which when imbibed, the consciousness ascends to different levels. Like the Soma which was drunk in the Vedic ages, to transform the mind, to raise it from the ordinary state of consciousness to a higher state of consciousness. Some people say that Soma is a herb, maybe, which is lost now. Ganja is a poor imitation. But the real Soma is that which the yogi feels when his energies or when his consciousness ascends to the highest center in the human body. That is Soma. And it really intoxicates you so much so that you don't need to go to a bar ever. Now therefore Shiva is the carrier of that Soma. Therefore he is called the Soma Shekhara. So third eye, wisdom, Soma, a little bit of lunacy. Babaji used to tell me that what you see today as civilization is the result of perfect sanity, total sanity. And therefore we have come to this world, so-called sanity, where we have evolved, we think we have evolved to the extent where we can press a button and wipe off 3/4 of the world. This is all because of sanity and civilization. He used to say that only an insane fellow can save this world. So sanity, insanity in a different way. But we think we are all so sane. But the yogi thinks, what are these mad fellows doing? So these are some of the concepts of Shiva.